Hi, it's Yada, Vedic astrologer, with a clip about the upcoming full moon on April 6th that takes place in a part of the sky known as the lunar mansion of Hasta, which is the star constellation of Corvus, whose 5 stars represent the 5 fingers of the hand, which is the symbol of Hasta, and each finger is connected to one of the 5 elements of creation. It doesn't surprise that Savitur, the golden-handed Vedic god, rules over Hasta. Savitur stands for the rising sun, the sunrise in the morning, the life-giving golden sunlight and its creative power. He stands for awakening and awakening. All kinds of creative handicrafts like artwork, pottery, cooking or writing, and all sorts of healing modalities done by hand like Reiki or massage are empowered by the light of this full moon that falls in the sidereal sign of Virgo. Are our hands open and in flow with life, or do they take the form of a fist that grasps and clings and wants to control the outcome of things? The moon itself is the ruling planet of Hasta, which means that this full moon reveals issues that have to do with our happiness and contentment. What makes us happy? Do we live in contentment? Does the happiness that we experience perhaps always fade away when the satisfaction gained loses its impact and freshness? Or is there a stable sense of contentment, which has to do with the acceptance of what is without having preferences, not rejecting anything, nor expecting certain fruits of our actions? A stable sense of contentment does not depend on outer circumstances, but is an inner state of happiness that springs from our awakened or awakening soul. This full moon in sidereal Virgo requests us to align with our higher self, with higher thinking, and with our intuition, if we want to create a life of contentment and happiness. Planet Mars squaring the full moon indicates that there might be anger in the way, which probably covers feelings of hurt and pain that need to be felt and healed. And this is a very healing full moon. On one hand, because Virgo is a sign that stands for healing and for the necessary nutrition on all levels that facilitates the healing process. And on the other hand, because in sidereal Pisces, in opposition to the full moon, the sun is sandwiched between Chiron, the wounded healer, and expansive Jupiter, the guru of the Devas, who guides us in our soul growth and soul healing. We are asked to let go of patterns that attach us to a feeling of victimhood, as well as to the role of the savior. We are perhaps very empathetic, and out of compassion and love and the wish to help others dear to our heart, we may put them first and neglect our own spiritual development, the commitment to our soul and its awakening in this body. We are asked to hold space, a nurturing, loving and unconditional space, first for ourselves, and then with time we can hold it for others dear to our heart and for the whole world. The sign of Virgo, where the full moon shines brightly, has always to do with perfection, with high expectations and self-criticism that can be very destructive. We might, of course, also criticize others easily. In Virgo, we tend also to be serious and responsible with great attention to detail. But we can easily have the feeling that nothing is ever good enough, that we are not enough or worthy, and sabotage our own development and self-realization. Nevertheless, Mercury, the ruler of Virgo and of this full moon, is placed in sidereal Aries in tight conjunction with Rahu, the lunar north node, both in the very healing lunar mansion of Ashwini that speaks of reconciliation and new possibilities. And on the other side of Rahu, we have Venus, still transiting through sidereal Aries. This is a great and powerful cosmic invitation to learn to love ourselves in new ways, to find new ways to heal ourselves so that we may feel whole and holy, and new ways also of how to be in relationships. It is an invitation to open our heart to receive our blessings, which may come in form of new opportunities in different areas of life. A beautiful practice during this full moon is chanting the Gayatri mantra, which directly worships Savitur. And we can, of course, watch the sunrise and do some gentle sun gazing. But it is also a good idea to bath at night in the soothing moonlight and chant a Soma mantra to Lord Krishna or to Goddess Lalita Tripura Sundari, to invoke contentment and happiness within our own vibration. If we want to savor the sweetness of life, we must cultivate confidence, flow, patience, and devotion. It is interesting that in India this full moon is celebrated as HANUMAN JAYANTI, the auspicious birthday of the monkey god Hanuman, known for his infinite strength and great courage, based on devotion, his devotion to Lord Rama and his wife Sita. The epic poem Ramayana describes Lord Rama's fight against the demon Ravana, who captured Sita, who is a gentle goddess, and how Hanuman led his monkey army against Ravana and helped to rescue Sita and her sweetness for Rama and for the world. The festival of Hanuman Jayanti involves worship, mantra chanting and offering, which include, of course, sweets and fruits. People wear red or orange colors and apply a red mark to their forehead in honor of the god Hanuman. We can do the same and place an image of Hanuman on our altar, light a golden, yellow, orange or red candle, and burn some incense or essential oil, and offer milk, rice pudding, fruits or sweets. Milk, rice, almonds, honey, dates, and ghee are food that increases ojas in our body. And there is a relationship between ojas and soma, the sweet nectar related to the moon and the moonlight that provides ananda, happiness, contentment, and bliss. We should cultivate devotion to the divine, our divine self, the divine mother, nature, or any concrete manifestation of the divine that touches our heart and soul. And it is the sense of touch that relates to the heart, and therefore the hand, the symbol of Hasta, is so important. The touch of a hand can be very loving, soothing, and very healing. We can give ourselves in these days of the full moon a massage or a gentle self-massage. Enjoy and have a blessed and beautiful full moon. For me it's a special one because my natal moon is placed in the lunar mansion of Hasta. See you soon.